members currently represent some 9,000 companies. The turnover is approaching 20 billion euro. Essentially represent design, installation, maintenance and repair of all types of refrigeration and conditioning heat pumps equipment. This includes all kinds of system design utilizing all kinds of refrigerants, ammonia, CO2, hydrocarbon, HFCs, and even the new GWP HFO. Area members, we believe, are uniquely placed within in our sector, in our market, to give a neutral expert advice without fear of being branded to be in favor of one refrigerant than the other. We work in F-gas regulation review, we work in heat pump minimum competency requirement, we work in low GWP refrigerants and energy efficiency. Most of the discussion at political level on the subject of refrigerants seems to be concentrated on global warming potential, GWP, in the comparison between synthetic versus natural. We must therefore maximize the efficiency of the systems and those being designed for the near future. This comes with ensuring these systems are only installed and maintained by professional, qualified craftsmen. They need to appreciate what effect the gases we use can have on the environment. They need to understand what hazards are particular to whatever heat transfer fluids they are handling, flammability, toxicity, high pressure, and they need to understand the importance of properly evacuated and commissioned system in relation to the long-term reliability of a system and the energy efficiency of that system during its life cycle. This, of course, includes making sure the system is properly and effectively maintained throughout its life cycle, keeping filters clear, regular check, operational checks. And finally, they need to understand the importance of proper responsible decommissioning at the end of the life cycle. Too many systems are not dismantled by qualified people who know what they are doing when the system comes to the end of its life. Too many systems are stripped out of commercial buildings by builders, laborers who simply cut the liquid and suction pipes on the split system, discharging the entire charge of refrigerants to the atmosphere. And AREA's members are best placed to advise on the correct procedure for avoiding these mistakes. We need training made available on a much bigger scale, because we are already seeing the bad effects of too rapid and rollout of alternative refrigerant use. The clear message from AREA is that F-gas refrigerants works. The double meaning that fluorinated gas are an effective heat transfer media, and that F-gas regulation can work at minimizing emissions of potentially damaging gases. I say that the regulation can work because at the moment there is a good evidence of what is having a real and positive effect on contractors and end user behaviors. We need to do is set up and enforce an operative register of those craftsmen who are fully qualified to run alongside the company register to make sure that companies continue to only employ competent craftsmen and that end user only employ properly competent field technician on their site. The register of competent craftsmen and companies should also be made publicly available on the internet, so that the end user can easily check the people to ring out their promise are qualified to work on their system. However, there is a general lack of awareness at the end user level that they have a legal responsibility to ensure the system that are responsible for have to be worked only with certified personnel. There have been numerous cases of small split systems supplied by not competent people. This system being freely sold to non-qualified frequently leads to loss of refrigerant and potential environmental damage. AREA have suggested putting restriction on the sale network to make sure that only certified people, companies, can actually take delivery of this system for installation. We have suggested that there is a ban on precharging the split system. There are good technical and environmental reasons for this. By supplying systems without refrigerant already charged in them, it doesn't matter who buys the product or carry out basic installation. What they cannot do is put the system to work. For this, they will need a properly qualified refrigeration craftsman. Having had the refresher training, will not charge the system without first checking the leak tightness of the requirement system required by law. They would then properly evacuate the system. They would then only charge the amount necessary to make the system work efficiently.